Welcome to another episode of The Collective Perspective. We're here at the Ilegal mezcal office. I'll just let you introduce yourself.
I'm Kaylan. I'm the CMO of Ilegal mezcal. I do a lot of different things for the brand, as does everyone that works with us. But yeah, my main thing is marketing.
To me, Ilegal mezcal has its own lifestyle brand on it. Ultimately, how do you pass that on to employees, and how do they live and breathe that brand? I
think we've been really lucky in that everyone that's kind of worked with the brand, even now, as we've grown from like 3 people to I think we have 40 people that work with us at the moment. A lot of them part-time brand ambassadors, but everyone's kind of come to us or been at an event or worked an event, or we've kind of like been drawn to what Ilegal's about. And I think that's the biggest thing. It's not just the people that work for it. There's a much bigger community, and there's a message behind the brand, and it's about live music, it's about art, it's about standing up for things that you believe in. And I think naturally people are just drawn to that. If you're not living and breathing the brand, like you said, it's very hard to be part of this group of people, because we are kind of obsessed with each other. What
would you say to somebody that's up and coming or trying to build their personal brand?
There's definitely a bunch of marketers I respect, and that I think we've followed the philosophy of. John and I, who's the founder, both kind of looked at what the Grateful Dead did and how they really built a bigger community, and they allowed people, they stayed on message, they stayed on brand, but they also allowed people to really feel ownership of the brand. People want to be part of it. They come to us with ideas, so believe in what you're creating. Like there's a lot of noise out there. There's a lot of brands that have been built in think tanks, and people right now want to know who's behind the brand and what it stands for. Someone actually said this to me yesterday, and it really resonated, and I respect them a lot. And they're a founder of a company, and they said, are you doing it because it's the easy way, or are you doing it because it's the right way? And I think always choose the right way, especially if you want to be a brand that's going to be here 50 plus years from now.
Ilegal, really stands for things, and whether that be getting behind other countries or believing in a certain stance or political climates, you guys stand for something. Do you ever worry that people might not like you for what you're saying? Do you ever worry internally, be like, oh, well, this could hurt us as a brand, or people might not buy our product?
There's a group of us that kind of make those decisions, and usually the ideas come from John or myself, or even one of our VAs on the street, because they are the most connected to what's going on. But I mean, the simple answer is no. There's definitely people who are connected to us that do worry, or have said you can't put that out there, especially when Donald Trump got elected. They said you have to stop making the shirts, you have to. And we're like, more than ever, this is the time to do it.
Yeah. So you think it's, to most brands, it should be, find your truth and go all in on that.
Absolutely. People want honesty also. They want you to be straightforward. They want to know if you are if we're an artisanal mezcal, but if you are a mezcal and you're making it in an industrial way, just be honest about it. There are going to be people that are okay with that. If your juice tastes good and you're still doing it in a way that's good for the community and people, just be honest and authentic about who you are.
You mentioned that you're growing.
Yeah.
A lot of employees, states, countries. How do you keep the message going?
Well, we're still figuring a lot of that out because it's happened pretty quickly. But our team has, especially the guys running our markets, our key markets where we have brand ambassadors and where we're growing, been with us a really long time. So we're really lucky in the fact that we don't have people come and they stay.
Yeah.
And then we have Gilbert, our global brand ambassador, who really has spearheaded and been in charge of making sure every person that we onboard in person gets a training, gets a follow-up training.
And keeping everything internal, that kind of leads me to my next question.
Yeah.
Events, we've done many events over the last several years together.
Events.
We have done a lot of fun events. You guys seem to not hire agencies. You don't seem to hire third parties. Is there a method behind that?
Well, the internal piece, especially for the creative and the events and all that, is I did not come from a liquor background. I did not come from a bar background. I came from a creative editing house. John, our founder, created a bar because with all the things he likes in it, but this isn't his background either. We're 2 creative people. So I think as we grow, and I have to look at more spreadsheets and stuff, I hope to at least be able to still do the things that I like. So that's a big piece of it. And then I think in general, just our team is very hands-on. And I think when you outsource that to an agency, you lose that passion, and you have to kind of make things cookie cutter, whereas you've seen our events, and if you even look at this space,
Yeah.
everything was hand-picked. It's all reclaimed. It's from this beautiful leather chair which has holes in it, which I think some people would be terrified by.
I've worked in the industry for a couple decades here in New York, and I've met many different people in the industry and many different brands. I think everyone in this industry should be having fun. They should be enjoying their day. It's booze, it's friends, but it's not always the case. So how do you keep like everyone excited about the brand, happy?
I mean, for the most part, we operate as a family. If someone needs something, we show up. They know that. And then I think the other piece of it is this is a fun industry. It should be fun. Like, you should respect the spirits and the process and the craft and all that. But at the end of the day, bars are social places. It's meant to create conversation. It's meant to have a good time. It's not necessarily about the tasting notes or the sipping, or it's supposed to be in this glass. It's supposed to be fun.
It seems so simple though. It seems so like, hey, this is what we love to do, so we might as well do that. Lean into it.
Yeah.
That's a great way to look at it. Yeah. Lean into what you love. Looking back, if we had to connect the dots 7, 8, 9 years ago, is the vision sort of when you started, is it at where it's at? Was there a process 8, 9 years ago?
It's John's what he wanted. Like, I keep at the top of the mind, like, what would John want, or why did he create this? And it was created out of his bar, and his bar encompasses all of his favorite things. It has a bookstore, it has a place for live music where musicians get to play around, do things, experiment. It really is for musicians, that piece of it. And then it has a little mezcal bar because he fell in love with mezcal and the process that it's made. But I don't think anyone from our team 9 years ago would have envisioned where we are now, or how we're distributed, or that we would have this many people on the team.
I mean, it kind of started from there, but yet, I mean, that's still like the foundation.
Absolutely.
When you think of that place, music, the chairs, the books, the everything. This is cool, and I appreciate what you guys are doing. I appreciate what you guys do for the community. So thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Cool. That's it. We'll see you guys next time.